Okay guys, so I'm gonna make a tutorial on this admin phone. I think some of you have been waiting for this. Yeah, but some are waiting for other stuff like how to add more commands in CMDR, which I'll be doing soon. But I made this. I haven't. The moderation system isn't finished yet, but yeah. First, we're gonna start by creating the UI. First, go in started UI, insert a string UI. And name it admin panel. Next, inside the admin panel, add a text button. Name it text button. There will be a script, and that's gonna be in episode 2 or something. Next, make a frame called admin panel frame. Here are the properties if you want to copy. Here are the properties. You can see it like this. Here are the properties like this. Okay. The anchor point is 0.5.5. Black is point and background transparency is 0.5.5. Then go the position is 350 and the size is 600 400. And if it doesn't like it's so big, so you first add this UI ratio constraint. Make sure you add this, guys. So yeah, you should add this UI aspect ratio constraint. Then also add a UI corner. Also add a UI drag detector, and that's it for the main admin panel frame. Next, go and now make sure it's visible. Next, go to announcement, make a frame, name it announcement frame, and make a text button. Add a UI corner, and add a UI aspect ratio constraint. Add a text label. Add a text box. Make sure you name the button send button. And if you want some to be rounded, you can add UI corners. Okay, and there's a text box there. Make sure you name this text box in there. And no, that's for episode 2. Next, make sure that it's visible is false. Next, go to the tool giver tab and make sure you add a scrolling frame. You add a UI list layout and UI corner. Then add a UI aspect ratio constraint. Make sure it's 1. Then add the UI corner. Then add a tool giver. Tool giver. Name the text label tool giver. Then add this for tool list. This is only for design. Let me show you the design. Let me show you these properties first. Not later. Make sure also put clips descendants too. So yeah. Okay. Wait. I think. Make sure this the clips descendants false. Okay, but let me show you the UI. You can customize this by the way. Next, okay, back to the tool giver tab. Visible. It just show the background. So let me turn the visible for now. At the tool giver tab, here are what you have to put. Put a player list, a UI aspect ratio constraint, add a UI corner, add a text label called tool giver, add a scrolling frame. Both player list and tool list are scrolling frames. Then also I'll show you the here. Here these are the properties if you want to copy. It's also the this one. This is the properties if you want to copy. Next, there's a give button. You should name it give button or else it won't work. Also, these two. It won't work if you. Next, you have to add this. Okay. Now, done for the tool giver tab. Next, now the buttons visible. This is the main buttons. There's a script which I coded for a long time. It took me a long time to add. So yeah. And make sure you will name these like. Make sure you add a text button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You add 7 and name it like this. You can customize the color. Make sure you add UI corner and UI stroke for more design. And yeah, that's. I mean, you should add UI stroke and make sure it's a border. Then add the transparency to 1. Make sure you put that. Okay. Make sure it's UI stroke. Name UI stroke. You have do not name anything. Make sure it's transparency 1. Then add a UI corner. UI aspect ratio constraint. Make sure that's set to 8. Then yeah. Also this and button is for the announcement. T button is for the tool giver. Back button is gonna be there. It just doesn't show yet. But make sure you also put this to visible to false. Okay? Next, go to events frame. Next, make this. This is one of the most important parts of this. Events frame. Yeah. First, make a frame. Put all of these if you want to copy. Put this. Put all of these. Okay. Make sure the size is 600, 400. For India, like that. You can copy the properties. Go and make 2 buttons. I mean 1 button and a text box. Add, make it the toggle button. Like you can toggle the event and you can put the text box for the text. Event name here. And make sure the text is to nothing. And boom. There. That's it. I'm gonna show you the scripts later. I mean on the next episode because this one is disabled. So yeah, go to the main command bar. Okay, we're gonna make the main command bar. This is what the looks like. Now let's go to the main command bar, guys. Here are the properties. There's also the positions. Yes, I show the properties stuff and yeah. Okay, you just put this. Make sure it's visible to off. All the frames should be visible to false. In this one should be true, and this one's visibility should be true also. Also this one. Okay, let's go to main command bar. Okay, let me show you what it has. Suggestions, which you should add it now. Okay, you add this stuff. And yeah, suggestion is like what you want. For example, if you want like I don't know, just do that. Make sure you make a text box called command bar. Make sure you add it. Autocom 2 and okay this is disabled for also add a UI aspect ratio constraint. Make sure its aspect ratio is 10. Scrolling frames, suggestions, and autocomp are scrolling frames. Add a UI corner and UI size delete this. Okay. Next, go to moderate. Make a frame called moderation. This is where we add the part. There's tons. This is just the setup. Okay. So next, in add a frame. Let me show you what it looks like this. I haven't made a video on it, but sure, that's fine for now, I guess. Here, in the moderation frame, make sure the positions are like this if you are copying the positions that I made. Okay, so make sure it's long, and there's make a scrolling frame and name it player list. Make sure it has a UI list layout and UI corner. Next, add a UI corner to this guy. Next, add a kick button with this stuff for more. It's not necessary to add this stuff, but yeah. But on the buttons, it's necessary to add the UI stroke and make it transparency 1, or the code will break. Then, add the UI aspect ratio constraint. Next, add a kill button and a ban button, a banned list. Also, this is falling frame. And unban button. First, let me show you the kick buttons. Here are the positions and properties. Next, here is the kill buttons one. Like this, here is there. Next, in the ban button, here are the properties. Next, in the unban button, here are the properties. And then in the band list, here are the properties. You want to copy, then there is a UI list layout, a UI corner. Here the player list, here are the properties. If you want to copy, that's done. Next, let's go to the next one. On the top bar, there is a Wi-Fi connection label, which you can just put anything. I haven't put an image yet, cause I haven't made one yet. So yeah, yeah. You can insert. Also, there's a UI aspect ratio constraint. Then go to battery. Okay, here is the battery part. This is actually really cool. Make a battery container. This is a canvas group. Insert a canvas group and add a battery container. Make sure you have a UI corner. Then add a battery label. Let me show you the properties first. Then here's the battery bar. Here are the properties. Here are the UI corner. Here are the battery label properties. Next, there is a UI corner. There's a battery bar which has a UI corner. And yeah. Next, there's an off button so you can turn off this. Also you can see which what its parents, right? Right? Okay. Next, there's a UI corner. Then add a UI aspect ratio constraint. Add a time label. Then there's a local script there, which I'm gonna be revealing on the next part. Add the UI corner. Add the increase button. Then that's next. There's a UI drag detector. And I didn't change anything to that. So now let's go to the chat commands frame. It's time. Okay, you have to change the text to wait a minute. Okay, there's first add and here are the properties. Add a text label. Here are the properties. If I go too fast, I'm sorry. This is hard. Make sure you have this if you want for more design. Next, make a scrolling frame. Add a UI list layout, UI aspect ratio constraint, UI corner, then add a text label. Which have a UI corner and UI stroke. So that's it for here. So let me show you the text button. Also, the notifications are not done yet. I'm still working on it. And yeah. Next, in the make a GUI called normal GUI. Okay, let me show you what this is. Set the transparency to 0. Here is where your messages will appear. For example, let's test it. Let me show you. There's here, right? You can text scale. You can make it text scaled. There's a UI list layout, of course. There's a UI aspect ratio constraint. UI list layout, of course. Then here's the template. Here are my properties. And yeah, make sure the background transparency is 1 if you want it to be like a garden. And visible to off. Make sure this announcement frame to 2. Then make sure that its background transparency is 1, so it's invisible. So next, go to starter. Okay, so I think that's all. The UI setup. Also the replicated storage setup. Make a remote, delete this, you don't need it. Make a remote event called global command. Make a remote event called admin underscore kick, admin underscore kill, admin underscore ban. Then add a tool giver event, admin underscore unban. Then make a remote function called get ban players. Next, make a folder called events. You can add many events here. There's the part event. There's sound money. You can change this to anything, but make sure it's named to money. There's a skyboxes, because it will move this folder to there. So yeah. Next, make a folder called tools. There's tool 1, tool 2, tool 3. You can add as many tools as you want. It's not necessary to change the script because it's it auto looks for every tool. So yeah, and that's it for the part 1. I'm gonna be revealing the scripts now later. Now let me show you what all of it is. It doesn't work in play mode, only the moderation, okay? There's a charging system which you can use, which is really fun. And there's a part command. You should name it part event. That's the first chat command. You can customize this, by the way. I just put parts for now. I can put set weather underscore part event. Boom. Wait. Okay, we have to do set weather set weather part event. If you put that, boom. Okay, boom, it will. Then there's also an end weather. Oh wait, this and when. Oh, okay. So it's also pretty easy to add more. Like it's pretty easy to add more. Let me. Also, this is the system. Let me just show real quick. There's a clip. There's pop up. It auto creates the player. Okay, so don't worry. Then add the tool develop it keeps it. So yeah, graph that. So that's it. Then there's also a UI corner. I mean UI stroke there and UI corner. So yeah. Also, let me show you how to add more like events in the command bar. So let me show you first. There's is admin. Wait, let me check. Command bar server here. You can add more commands. Here are the commands. I can I can change. There's no require in this, so it works in play mode. But only the moderation system doesn't work in play mode because it has data store. Of course, we have to store the banned players, right? Okay, so there is the event part event. It will search the workspace. Then part it will change the parent of the part event. And yeah, that's the command bar server. So I'm not putting it. Fine, I'm putting it in the description. I mean, no, I'm not putting it because you guys can just copy, but I will put it in the second video. So yeah, that's it, guys. I will make on the tutorial on the second part. So yeah, bye, guys. Make sure you have this before going to the second part.